Hey everybody, Dirk Zeller, CEO of Real Estate Champions, reaching out to you here in the early part of the second quarter of this year. Now, hopefully you've had a great first quarter and you are on track or even ahead to your goals. But I do know that a lot of us are struggling with inventory. With listing inventory, whether it's trying to find the right homes for the buyers that we've got under contract and we're working with, or it's listing inventory for our business to run and drive the lead gen and the opportunities in our business. Listing inventory is a battle. And here's what I will tell you, everybody. I don't think that's dramatically going to change over this next 12 months or between now and the end of the year. I don't think we're going to see a big spike in inventory. So what you've got to do is make sure that you're getting in the trenches and getting your realm of inventory that you need to fund your business. Probably the most critical piece or number, if you will, to follow in terms of your inventory is that listing appointment number that you need over this next quarter, next 6 months, and making sure that you're getting the requisite number of listing appointments. Certainly also comparing it to the number of actual listings you're taking and seeing if your conversion rates at the listing appointment are consistent with what they normally or historically have been. But really the key is getting that inventory in terms of leads and opportunities up to make sure that you're getting the number of listing appointments that you need. Here's the first thing that I would do. One, I would go back through all the listing presentations you've done in the last year, 18 months, 24 months that they didn't list, that for whatever reason they didn't go on the marketplace. I would be reaching back to those people and trying to interact with them even as far as 24 months out. The second thing that I would do is I would take a look at the opportunity that's in what I would call reluctant investors. In other words, there's a whole lot of people that hung on to their house because financially they couldn't afford to sell it and placed somebody else in that house. In other words, they rented it. They really weren't looking at it as a real estate investment, but at the end of the day, they were upside down or they're financially incapable of selling it in their view, or didn't want to take the hit in their view, and they rented the property. That is probably one of the biggest growing opportunity segments of real estate over the next 6 months to a year, is reaching out to those very selling prospects, if you will, in that group. So I would take a look at anybody, especially that has been transferred out of state. In other words, I'd do a quick search in terms of records and taxes and see who is sending their tax statement out of state, out of area, and is in effect a long distance landlord in your marketplace, and probably a reluctant one. Anybody that had that transition happen in the last year, 24 months, 3 to 4 years is a really viable prospect, because whether it's now or it's in the next 6 months, there's a large percentage of that group that is going to be listing their properties. They're going to see that their equity position has improved. They're going to see that the marketplace is in a rebound position or in a appreciating position, and they're going to want to relinquish themselves, if you will, of the hassle that they've been experiencing in terms of being a reluctant, let's call it, investor in today's marketplace. That is the target that I would be focusing on right now as an agent trying to go out and secure listings and secure opportunities. Go to where things have the greatest opportunity. I mean, they asked John Dillinger years ago, why do you rob banks? Well, because that's where the money is. And I would say that's where the money is going to be in a growing trend in the real estate marketplace over the next 6 months to a year, is that niche right there. Take a look at that niche, take a look at the opportunities in that niche, reach out to that niche, because you can provide a solution to the problems that they've been experiencing in some cases for years and years, and you can provide that solution. Have a great productive week this week. Make sure that you're focusing on listing appointments, because that's going to be the key over the next 6 months. Have a great week.